Welcome students. In this module, we will discuss about expression for length of backwater. Before going for this derivation, this is a third and last module for Unit 2 of non-uniform flow in applied hydraulic engineering. We know what is backwater. In non-uniform flow, we having two types of flows. That is one type is called gradually varying flow and another one is called rapidly varying flow. In gradually varying flow, we having a dynamic equation, that is nothing but dynamic equation of gradually varying flow, which is dy by dx is equal to s naught minus se divided by 1 minus fn square. Here s naught means bed slope, se means slope of energy line, which can be obtained from either Chassis or Manning's formula. Then Fn stands for Froude number. So by using that, I can calculate dy by dx, that is nothing but slope of surface, water surface. Based on that surface dy by dx value, if dy by dx value is 0, that means that flow is called uniform flow. If dy by dx is positive, then its flow depth, water depth, increases in flow direction. அதாவது flow directionல water depth increase ஆயிட்டே போகும். That type is called backwater. That type of non-uniform flow is called backwater. Another one is called drawdown. In that case, dy by dx will be negative. That means slope of surface profile, dy by dx will be negative. In that case, in drawdown case, depth of water will get reduced in flow direction. That means it will be reducing along the flow direction. Here we will discuss about backwater curve. For what we are doing this expression means, we have to calculate up to what length backwater is forming, because based on this only, for if we are going to construct any dam, then we have to calculate that backwater length. Based on that backwater length only, we have to decide the catchment area, clearance area. அதாவது ஒரு டேம் கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு முன்னாடி நம்ம அந்த பேக்வாட்டர் லென்த்து நம்ம என்ன அப்படின்னு மெஷர் பண்ணாதான் அவ்வளோ லென்த்துக்கு நான் என்ன பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு கேட்கும்போது, சுற்றி இருக்கிற லேண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் நான் என்ன பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு கேட்கும்போது ஆக்குப்பை பண்ணணும். ஆக்குப்பை பண்ணி நான் அந்த இடத்துல என்ன மாற்றணும்னா கேட்ச்மெண்ட் ஏரியாவை மாற்றணும். எல்ஸ் என்ன ஆயிரும் அப்படின்னு கேட்கும்போது, நமக்கு அந்த வாட்டர் என்ன ஆயிரும் அப்படின்னு கேட்கும்போது, ஸ்டோர் ஆகி நிற்கும்போது அந்த வாட்டர் முழுக்க அந்த ஒருவேளை நீங்கள் அந்த கேட்ச்மெண்ட் ஏரியாஸில் இஃப் யூ ஆர் நாட் கேல்குலேட்டிங் திஸ் பேக் வாட்டர் கர்வ் த லென்த், தென் வாட் வில் ஹேப்பன்னா, நம்ம அந்த இடத்துல டேமுக்கு பக்கம் வீடு கட்டிடுவோம். பட் ஆஃப்டர் கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன் வாட்டர் லெவல் மே ரைஸ் அண்ட் தட் மே காஸ் so many damages to the buildings. So அதனால தான் இந்த backwater lengthங்கிறத நான் calculate பண்ணுறேன். Here in this diagram we can see two depths at section 1, that is y1, that is nothing but uniform flow depth, that is nothing but uniform flow depth. Then due to obstruction or dam, there will be increase in water level at section 2. That depth is called y2. We already know what is afflux. Afflux is nothing but difference between y2 and y1. That means afflux is nothing but y2 minus yn. We can define afflux as maximum rise in water due to obstruction in the flow of water. Okay. Now let's see how to calculate this length of backwater curve. It's very simple derivation. We know what is y1. Y1 is depth of water at section 1. V1 is nothing but velocity at section 1. We can take velocity at section 2 as V2 and depth at section 2 as Y2. Then we know datum head. Datum head means nothing but for example, here datum line is drawn. From datum line and section 2 merges. So at 2 Z2 datum head will be 0, but at section 1 bed slope will be little higher than datum line. That height is nothing but Z1. datum line விட at section 1ல bed வந்து கொஞ்சம் ஹைட்டாக இருக்குது பாருங்கள். That height is called Z1. Now we will see. We know here we having bed slope, we having total length. As I said, at section 2 we don't have any Z2, that means datum head. But for at point 1 we having Z1, we having Y1, we having Y2. Okay. Now let's see. We know what is total head. Total head is nothing but elevation head Z1 plus pressure head Y1 plus velocity head V1 square by 2g. Like that, at section 2 Z2 is 0, so Y2 plus V2 square by 2z. Now let's think flow, how flow will happen. எப்படி flow நடக்கும் from point 1 இருந்து point 2க்கு நடக்கணும்னா எப்போவுமே எப்படி இருக்குன்னா 1ல தான் எனர்ஜி அதிகமாக இருக்கணும், 2ல வந்து எனர்ஜி வந்து கம்மியாக இருக்கணும். That means there will be some energy loss between point 1 and point 2. That energy loss is nothing but called as head loss, HL. So here Z1 plus Y1 plus V1 square by 2g value will be greater than Y2 plus V2 square by 2z. Okay, because based on this only we can if that condition occurs, then only water will flow from point 1 to point 2. The difference between energy is nothing but HL. That is nothing but HL is equal to difference between total energy at 1 and total energy at 2. Total energy at 1 will be equal to V1 square by 2g plus Y1 plus Z1. Total energy at 2 will be is equal to V2 square by 2g plus Y2. Okay. Now see, by applying the Bernoulli's equation, Z1 plus Y1 plus V1 square by 2g value will be greater than Z2 plus Y2 plus V2 square by 2g. That difference is called head loss. We are adding that head loss in at second line. Okay, second section. We know already Z2 value will be equal to 0. Then by using this diagram I can say Z1 is equal to S0 times L. Okay, like that head loss is nothing but is equal to SE times L. We can say if I am taking circle of radius r for a length for an angle of theta, then its circumference, that arc length is nothing but r theta. அதாவது வந்து ஆறுங்கிற ரேடியஸ் இருக்கிற ஒரு சர்க்கிள் தீட்டா ஆங்கிள் ரொட்டேட் ஆச்சுன்னா அது எவ்வளோ டிஸ்டன்ஸ் ரொட்டேட் ஆகிருக்குன்னா r into theta times ரொட்டேட் ஆகிருக்கும். Like that here Z1 is equal to S0 into L. Like that HL is equal to SE into L. Here I am substituting Z1 is equal to S0 into L, HL is equal to SE into L. If I am substituting everything, I am taking length because I have to calculate length of backwater. I am taking length at one side, then I am taking as Y2 plus V2 square by 2g minus Y1 plus V1 square by 2g. We can say Y plus V square by 2g is V square by 2g as specific energy. We discussed about this in our first unit. In first unit itself we discussed about specific energy. So we can say Y2 plus V2 square by 2g as E2. Like that Y1 plus V1 square by 2g as E1. If I am substituting everything, then I will get del del L change length of backwater is equal to E1 minus E2 divided by S0 minus SE. Okay, this is nothing but called as length of backwater curve derivation. Once again we discuss about this. We know what is backwater. If dynamic equation of gradually varying flow, if we know dynamic equation of gradually varying flow, in that by using that equation we can calculate slope of the surface profile. By using that slope of surface profile, if dy by dx is positive, then by using dy by dx as positive we can say as whether the curve is backwater or drawdown. In case of backwater, dy by dx will be positive. In case of drawdown, dy by dx will be negative. Here we are discussing about backwater. In backwater we having another term called as afflux. Afflux is nothing but rise in maximum rise in water due to obstruction in the direction of flow. Here we discussing about length of backwater derivation. For that, what we are doing is just equating two. I am considering two sections. In two sections, I am equating energy. Flow will be happening from section 1 to section 2. So at section 1, energy will be more, total head will be more than section 2. So I am taking section 1 as Z1 plus Y1. I am taking total head at section 1 as Z1 plus Y1 plus V1 square by 2Z. Like that, at section 2, Z2 plus Y2 plus B2 square by 2Z. We know comparing to section 1, comparing to section 2, section 1 will have more head. Because of that only, flow will happen from 1 to 2. So there will be some loss between 1 and 2. That loss is called head loss. I am denoting that as HL. So I am equating total heads at both section 1 and 2 with a difference of HL. In this case, I know Z2 value 0. I am taking by using a simple circular arc formula. For example, length of R is equal to R into theta. By using that, Z1 is equal to S0 into L, HL is equal to SE into L. If I know this, if I am substituting instead of Z1 as S0 into L, HL instead of HL I am substituting SE into L, then I will get a final step of S0 into L minus SE into L is equal to Y2 plus V2 square by 2Z minus Y1 plus V1 square by 2Z. I know what is specific energy. Specific energy is nothing but if a channel bed itself is taken as datum, then total energy is called specific energy. That value is nothing but is equal to Y plus V1 square by 2Z. So here I am substituting Y2 plus V2 square by 2Z as E2 and Y1 plus V1 square by 2Z as E1. Then I will get length of backwater curve equation as E1 minus E2 divided by SE minus S0. Let's see one problem. A river of 100 meter wide and 3 meter deep. Here width of the river and the depth of the river is given. So I can calculate area. Area is nothing but 3 into 100. Just note it down. Then having stable beds and vertical banks with surface slope. Here bed slope is given 1 in 3000. Estimate the length of backwater produced by an afflux of 2 meter. Here at one section depth is 3 meter and another section depth is how much? Just think what is afflux. Afflux is nothing but difference between heights. So difference between heights itself is 2. That means at one section 3 meter, another section height is nothing but 3 plus 2 is equal to 5 meter. Kindly note about that. Here Manning's coefficient given, Chassis constant also given. What I am doing is I am taking average depth. I know what is average depth. Average depth is nothing but I am taking average at one section depth is 3 meter, another section is depth is 5 meter. So I am taking average depth. I am calculating average wetted perimeter B plus 2 into Y. I am calculating average wetted area B into Y. I am calculating average hydraulic radius, that is nothing but R average, from using Manning's formula. Here in this problem they mentioned they didn't given about discharge. Discharge is given as 313.11 meter cube per second. If I am equating that, then I will get SE value. If I know SE value, if I substitute this SE value in section 1 and I know what is E2, E2 is nothing but Y2 plus V2 square by 2Z. Like that E1 is nothing but Y1 plus V1 square by 2Z. How I can calculate V1 V2 means V is nothing but is equal to discharge by area at section 1. At section 1 area is equal to 3 into 100. Like that at section 2 area will be is equal to 5 into 100. I know what is discharge. Discharge is actually given in this question. Kindly note in this question itself discharge is given. I didn't mention about discharge in this question, but actually in this question itself discharge was given as 313, okay, 313.11 meter cube per second. By using discharge, I can calculate y1 and v1. By using discharge, I will calculate v1. Like that, by using discharge, I calculate v2. By using v1 and v2, I will calculate e1 and e2. If I am substituting every values e1, e2, s0, se, everything, then I will get length of backwater as 9713.8 meter, which is nothing but is equal to 9.7 kilometer. That's why for constructing dam, we have to occupy more area for catchment. We have to occupy more area as catchment area, not only because of holding the water, to take care of this backwater effect also. Okay, with this I am completing second unit. For the calculating of length of backwater, we having so many methods. We having integral method, integration method, which is useful for prismatic channels. Then another method is called direct step method. Direct step method is used for both prismatic and non-prismatic sections. Here what we discussed is, this is not integration method, this is nothing but direct step method, which can be applicable for both prismatic channels and non-prismatic channels. Kindly note about this. If direct step method is used for both prismatic and non-prismatic sections, okay, but integration method will be purely for prismatic channels. Okay, thank you. With this I am completing second unit. Kindly just refer some books, particularly in Bansal book we will have some topics of this. Other than that, we having flow of open channels by Subramanya. Okay, we can refer that book also for better clarity about surface profiles. Okay, in Bansal book, and Bansal and Rajput book, we will having about length of backwater equation and dynamic equation of gradually varying flow. But for different type of surface profiles and this direct step method and standard step method, like that, we have to go for Subramanya book. Kindly refer about that. And for this problems, solve objective questions which will be available at Bansal book and Subramanya book at back side. That will be helpful for your objective type exam. Okay, thank you.